1-2-1-2. 1-2-1-2. What? 1-2-1-2. February 2022. It is Black History Month. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Brian Flores. If you don't know who he is, do the Googles. Episode 140. Is this 148?
I believe it's 148.
Nah, it's 140.
149?
I think it's 149.
Oh, that means we got a big thing happening next week, right? We got a really big episode dropping next week.
149.
This is 149.
Okay.
Damn it.
149.
I knew it. Anyway.
Let's go.
Episode 149. What's the podcast? DJ Jerome Bacon III. I am here. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's good?
And the one, the only, the Raw Dog, aka Don't Charge Abdul.
Abdul stole my name. What are we doing
out here?
Oh, we're going right to it, people. We already have the cover for this week's episode.
Oh my God.
Don't trip. I didn't want to set up my green screen, but I was about to have that be the background. Oh my God, it was about to be so crazy.
Oh my God, you about to put me up on the big screen?
Listen,
like Hov did to Prodigy?
Listen, man, it's all good.
Summer Jam. What happened? What did we
So basically, it's February 2022, Black History Month. We're here, episode 149. We are February DC. I think we got 6 more weeks of summer. Is according to the groundhog.
That's what I feel like. It feels like we got longer.
I said summer. I'm sorry, winter. Yeah, it's supposed to snow this weekend, right? I believe they said it's supposed to snow this weekend. Rain all tomorrow and Friday.
Shit.
And
it's
Friday,
fuck up my running. Let's see.
I mean, it's gonna be warm both days, but it's still gonna be raining.
Yeah, it is raining.
I guess warm is probably a relative term, being how cold it is.
Yeah. Well, 58.
Oh no, 58 is warm.
That's warm.
50 today, 58 tomorrow, 57 Friday, 32 on Saturday. So
that's crazy.
If you're a weekend warrior,
fluctuating like a motherfucker.
If you're a weekend warrior, that sucks. But nevertheless, we are here.
It's Black History Month.
It's Black History Month. So if you know somebody black, cash app them.
$22.
Right. You know
why 22?
Because it's 2022.
No, you got to do more than that.
They cash up $2,022.
All right, so I'm waiting for both of y'all to hit me with $2,022.
I'm gonna send you 2022 pennies.
That's cool. I'll take that.
Wait, how much? How many? That's $20. I'm gonna cash app you that $20.
All right, cool.
22 cents.
All right, cool. Tom, you hear that too, Silent Tom?
I'm just gonna cash Tom that 16.
Tom should have sent my 16 back, Tom, because it's Black History Month. So
Silent Tom the God has disappeared from the podcast. He's strictly in the background. He doesn't even log on anymore.
He's like, just send me bread for the pod.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm out.
I'm gonna post this shit. You guys are suckers. I'm out.
So basically, I see we got some crazy good things to talk about. Obviously, we'll talk about the Salehi Canada Goose stuff. Did you guys see that as well?
Nah, he got a joint dropping with him?
He got some gear dropping.
He got like a whole line.
Yeah.
You know, my only issue with Canada Goose is
the big red patch on it.
I can't afford it.
No, you can afford it. You can afford it.
No, come on. $1,200 for jackets.
It's the same as a Stone Island, Abdul. You got a few of those.
Yeah, but I haven't bought Stone Island in fucking 6-7 years. Those days of spending that kind of bread is over.
Yeah, I mean,
but the one thing I'll say about spending that kind of bread, though, is particularly for that, is it's 100% worth it.
Yeah, and it will last you for years. It'll last you forever. Years.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know what? The craziest thing I saw, I was actually about to film this. My sister-in-law was over here the other day, and she had on a big jacket, and she had duct tape over the fucking patch. The patch. And I was like, what is going on with you? I was like, what's up? Why are you covering? What is this? And I pulled it back. And it was a Canada Goose jacket. And I was like, yo, why do you have this taped up? And she was like, I don't even know what this is, but I'm not fucking walking around with showing this patch to the world. She's like, it was already a really expensive jacket. I was like, why did you buy it? Well, she was like, listen, it's one of the best jackets and it is warm as shit.
Yeah.
However, I'm not fucking advertising this shit around.
I took my patch off.
Did you really?
I took it off.
Listen, I respect it.
I took my patch off like the first week I got it. I was like, fuck this.
Nah, y'all motherfuckers gonna see my shit is fucking Canada Goose.
It still says it on mine, but it's too much. That big red.
Where does it say it?
It says it on like the zipper pull. It says it on like a little pocket. It says it on the back. It's OD. But that big red patch, I took that shit off.
I don't know. I kind of fuck with the patch.
Nah, well, I'll give you the patch. You can sew it
No,
on one
I
of your
don't want the
jackets.
patch like that. But I mean, I'm not saying I actually love the patch, but I'm not against having the patch because I don't think it's like crazy, crazy big. But she covered her shit up with duct tape, and I was like, damn, all right, I respect it.
She could just exacto that shit off like I did. Just cut the
Yeah.
stitching off.
Yeah,
So we are obviously it's February, it's a new month, it's Black History Month.
Black History Month.
In the canon of blackness,
Mm-hmm.
our
Let's
very
hear
own Docharge Abdul sits comfortable.
Okay.
He's a friend, he's an ally, he's somebody who, you know, if you see him on the street, you're not sure what he is, but then he starts talking about jollof rice and it's just a whole sort of like thing, right?
Where is this conversation going?
So,
all right.
as responsible people, you know, we've all just been we got vaccinated, we got boosted. You know what I'm saying?
We've all loosened up a little bit.
We've all loosened up a little bit
Okay.
after being in this space.
Some of us
All
more
right.
than others.
So shout out to our guy Jay the Mayor. He's been on a world tour lately. I believe he's even like an influencer now, so to speak. And so he spoke his piece along with Abdul. They both are part of the Manifest.us influencer program, right? So
boy. Okay.
Abdul was actually in their zine. He didn't even know what a zine was till he was a part of it, which is
I
a
didn't know
beautiful
what a
thing.
zine was. But now I do now. It's short for
Now he's part of one.
magazine.
It's short for magazine, yes.
You know?
So as Dre is just highlighting his experience at Manifest on Instagram, he posts a photo.
Not that one.
Not that one. I mean, that's true to the raw dog right there. No
That's
mask
true.
on.
That was same day.
Same day.
That was
There's
the
a-
foreplay.
There's a photo of Abdul, and this will be the Eddie. Make sure you use this for
This
as
will
the
be
cover.
the cover.
The cover. Okay.
For those that don't know, Eddie's now in charge of all of our social media, which means it's
Now
gonna be,
I'm just doing the weekly post. Let's not get carried away.
All right.
That's
So-
that's enough.
There's a photo of Abdul sitting in the lounge at Manifest. And I'm actually gonna Eddie, give me a second. I'm gonna try to like have my man work on some like Photoshop, illustrator.
He's manifesting some.
Yeah,
code.
he's manifesting. My man is gonna like crisp up the photo a little bit. You know what I mean? So you see Abdul sitting, talking to a random, right? It
was not a random. My friend Jane and her husband Law.
Listen, shout out Jane Kim. That is my friend. Law is my friend as well.
We're just saying random for the listeners.
But I'm looking at the photo, and Law has a mask on. There's another woman with a mask on.
That's Susan. That's Susie.
Oh, that's Susie. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't recognize her with heels on.
Yeah.
So then,
or the mask on. No, Abdul's the only noticeable person.
Right. Jane probably had a mask on. She's like a mother and like very, you know what I'm saying, responsible. Yeah,
Yes.
Jane is very responsible. And then you just see Abdul out here just ear to ear grinning, no mask. The only other people not wearing masks in this photo, colonizers. There's two female colonizers.
I think they might be eating or drinking too.
No, they're not. Look at the photo. Look at the girl in red.
Too.
Look at the girl in red. She's not eating nothing. She's not drinking nothing. Both her hands are.
No, she has a cup in front of her.
Both her hands are in her lap, though. Look at her.
Yeah, I know.
Bro.
But Abdul's not even sitting in front of a table. There's no drink in sight.
Exactly. He was
Abdul
raw
has his
dogging.
fingers crossed, like he's like not a worry in the world.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm, shit, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying?
The
No
biggest
mask
issue
around the
with
neck,
this
none of
picture
that.
is why did Dre choose this picture? He's not even in the picture.
I know he wanted to show the influencers.
Because you in there.
He was trying to say I'm a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was
Dre
trying to
ratted
say
me out.
he was trying to say
That's
that
what I
you
get
are.
from this.
No, he was saying you're an influencer. You have influence. You know what I'm saying? I see the Jollof Wars and the Manchester United Wars. I see all that shit on your timeline, bro. You versus Dream D, who can run 2,000 miles in a year. It's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the fam. Shout out DJ Clark Kent. You know what I mean? All the good shit.
Clark Kent always.
But at the end of the day, none of that can save you from the raw dog.
I'm looking at I'm looking. You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy?
I just took my mask off.
No. Here's the crazy part. A week and a half after this picture was taken, I caught COVID.
Yeah, see? Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well, it wasn't from anybody in that room because they were all masked.
They was all masked up, G.
Yeah. No,
Shout out to the
COVID from
influencer
the colonizer sitting next to me in the red.
Probably.
Yeah. Shout out to Dre the Mayor, of course. Shout out to Manifest. Black History Month. We need to highlight some of the black businesses and that are doing really, really big things in our city. That crew, they've opened up something that's unlike anything else we've seen in this city. Manifest is a dope spot, man. Coffee bar, retail, barber shop on the first floor. Second floor, which is where this picture was taken, is like a bar and a lounge area. And I believe there's a third floor coming that has some sort of
rooftop
residences
probably,
or something like that associated with it. So
I hate that.
They're doing the Amamanya Airbnb
Yeah,
upstairs.
well, I don't know what exactly their plan is, but there's still room on the third floor. There's already a whole lot happening. You can still go there and enjoy yourself without having to even deal with their residents. But so shout out to KJ, shout out to Susan, Brian, Autumn, and that whole team, man. I was fortunate to be on that zine. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
issue
to
001
for them making you an influencer.
I don't know.
That's a new title for you.
No. I don't think it has to do with any influence. I think it was just.
Oh no, it definitely has to do with influence.
No, it doesn't. It just has to do with I've just been around here for a long time, I guess, and they would just wanted somebody who can speak to their neighborhood and has lived in the district for a long time.
That's sort of what an influencer is.
Exactly.
Kind of.
Well, anyway, so yeah, no, I'm in there. They have a in-house magazine, a zine is as what the cool kids call it.
Now you really an influencer with the lingo and everything.
Listen, I'm gonna call everything a zine moving forward. That's it. We're not going to anything else. Everything is zined out.
Have you zine that yet? You zine that?
Have you zine me on the zine? Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Anyhow, we just wanted to bring light to Abdul's shortcoming as a responsible person, and maybe we will we'll look for him for a better leadership position moving forward.
I need to do better because we're gonna call Dre the Mayor next week and maybe have a conversation with him on air as to why he actually chose that.
Why he aired you out? With that
we'll do that.
Why he do that to me?
Yeah, episode 150, we gotta line it up. You know what I mean? So it'll be big things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should talk about that. 150. We might have a live show coming. We might not.
I think we should definitely maybe have a live show.
We should 100% perhaps.
Possibly.
Yeah. Have a live show. Listen, if we do have a live show, how many of y'all are coming? Let's start there.
Oh, you mean like a live with the audience? You talking about not live like us three in the same room, but you mean
tested this
you
out,
want like questions in a panel and everything.
He been talking to Oz. You know what I'm saying? He been talking to Oz.
I'm simply saying.
Shout out to DJ Oz.
Our numbers are now there where they kind of reflect that we have some kind of momentum behind us. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything.
I would love to see what the audience looks like in one of
I would just love to see if we do have something like this, how many people will come.
Shout out to all 7 of y'all. All 7 of y'all.
All Rome's birds gonna be in the building. Cat fighting.
It's gonna be all dudes. That's a fact. It's gonna be all dudes.
Speaking of all dudes, we all live in Washington D.C. and today the Washington football team officially announced their name change to the Washington Commanders.
Horrible name.
Oh my
God. Everybody on Twitter.
Worst name ever.
I don't use Facebook.
They getting killed?
They're getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh man, can they rechange the name now? Can you go
Look, the article?
Somehow we gotta find that name offensive.
The article that
Groundhog's Day mistake. Let's go back to something else.
The article that I pulled up is from USA Today, and USA Today is killing them.
Everybody's killing them.
Everybody's killing them. Like,
how did they land on the Commanders? That's such a dumb name.
It definitely has something to do with their commander, Mr. Schneider.
Oh, good point. Okay,
he's the commander.
He's the colonizer of all colonizers.
Yeah. That's a trash name.
Daniel Snyder is also a trash name.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a trash person. So, I mean, if you're a Washington football team,
if you're a Washington Commanders
fan,
what is Scooty saying right now?
Who cares? No, I mean, I don't know.
Listen, that might be
Scooty's not a fan.
Scooty's a big. Are you kidding me? Is this Jerome?
I don't think he's a fan of the name.
Should we call him and find out, or
you want to call him real quick?
He hasn't.
Call him on the air, Abdul. Call him on the air.
Jerome, what do you think? You okay with that?
Call him on the air.
Call him. He hasn't said a whole lot about it. He retweeted one thing.
All right, I'm gonna let's call Mr. Scooty
and see how his feelings are.
Yeah, let's see how he feels about this.
He likes it.
Does he really?
I mean, he put it in his Instagram story.
All right, Scooty's diplomatic.
Scooty trying to get them fucking season tickets for free.
No bullshit.
Bong bong.
You go get that Commander's hat, jersey.
Yeah. Can you all hear it ringing?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Okay. Oh, he about to send me to voicemail?
He about to curve you.
Oh, yeah.
Your call has been forwarded.
He'll call back before the show's over.
I have another number for him.
Oh, Scooty's in the streets. He got 3 phones.
I don't understand. This is a 240 number. It might be old. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, nah, this is not happening.
What's up, bro?
Oh,
boom.
Mr. Kevin Scooty Hallam. You're live on the air on What's a Podcast, my G. So don't say anything to incriminate yourself. We had to call the biggest Washington football team fan and get your assessment on what this new name is like. What are your feelings regarding the Commanders? You with it or no?
Nah, I don't like the name, but at this point, I just look at it like, I mean, it's I don't have a say in it, so it's something like that'll grow if they get the right quarterback, and if we start winning. Then it'll stick. But
everybody's gonna love the name if we're winning, is what you're saying.
If we're winning, everybody is gonna love the name. But right now, it's just trash. Like the whole rollout was trash.
I didn't even know there was a rollout. This seems like it just popped up out of nowhere. But you, as a fan, you kind of knew they were coming with a name change, right?
Yeah. I mean, we always knew that they were coming with a name change. And when I'm talking about the rollout, I mean, like if you look at Twitter, and I mean, you just search, Washington, just how much the name has been slipped out. I mean, it wasn't a surprise to anybody. So,
okay,
the organization just looks really, really bad right now. So we need to win. But I'm 120,000% not with the name at this moment.
Until we start winning, or until y'all start winning.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, shit, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. We got a live show coming next week, man. Episode 150. You gonna come through?
Yeah. Let me know. I'm in there.
All right, done deal. Happy Black History Month, brother.
My man.
All right, bro.
You heard it first.
I mean, first of all, you see Abdul really
have spoken.
Abdul's really trying to get back on his black side of things because we aired about his lack of that stuff. He said, "Happy Black History Month, brother." Like what?
Yeah, listen. Happy Black History Month. We got to talk about that more and more. Black history is more important than anything else. Critical race theory is important than American history.
Really,
it is American history.
It is American history.
That is American.
That
is the
American
American history.
That's kind of what I have an issue with. And I kind of you were, before we started taping, you talked about Kanye bringing up Black Future Month, and listen, I think it's really important that white America really needs to learn Black history. You know what I'm saying? Even before real
American history,
real American history,
yeah.
But white America needs to know what the fuck happened and what they did, not what their ancestors did. So before we start going to really bigging up Black future, I think the rest of the world needs to know what happened to Black Americans and Americans that were forcibly brought over here, and then the fuck shit that's been happening with Black people in this country since 400 years ago. Nothing's really changed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The slavery chains are gone, but the systemic racism is continued and just passed on generation after generation. So that's why I think the history is more important than the future, man, because without these people really having empathy in their hearts from knowing how bad they fucked up, nothing's going to change in the future.
That's a fact.
My thoughts on it. Also, fuck Kanye.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, CRT is just super real, man. It's crazy that these people don't want to They don't want to admit to the misgivings of the founders of this country. And you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be held. They don't want to be held. They don't want to. It's not about them being held responsible. It's just about teaching the truth. If the truth should make you uncomfortable. This shit wasn't pretty.
Sure.
It wasn't founded on like, you know what I mean, these amazing principles. Like, no.
No, I mean, this country has the worst history that all the countries in the world.
We talked about how it affected my daughter, did we not?
No.
Oh, okay. So they were teaching slavery in my daughter's class, 4th grade classroom. Shout out to her. I tweeted it. That's what I did. And my daughter got emotional. She literally, and my daughter is black. She started crying, had to be consoled by the entire classroom. Because, and this is kids and the teacher.
Was this like her first time hearing about it, or
I think they going a little more in depth now because you got kids who are 9, 10 years old. You know what I mean? So upon her hearing this,
you haven't gone in depth with her about it. Or
we have, but not to the point that I think that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not watching Roots yet. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, and so she came home with a piece of paper with 10 questions on it, thorough questions, wanting to know our family's involvement with slavery. Not so much involvement, but like history. How did it affect us? History, right?
Is this history you have like documented for your family? Okay,
I'm gonna get into it, right? Word. So I'm completely blown away because it's like Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all right, well, we out here. So, the teacher even texts me and tells me all this stuff. The best part about it was the teacher texts me. The teacher didn't text her.
Is the teacher white?
Teacher's a white guy.
Okay.
But the teacher texts me, but the teacher didn't text her mom, even though her mom was Puerto Rican. So I was like, I get it, bro. Like, I'm black, slavery. I get it, whatever, right? So, but her mother,
wow.
But her mother is an amazing, she is able to support as well. So, you know what I mean? I don't want it to look like that. Yeah. So, I'm so taken aback by this. I'm like, we calling grandma because grandma knows everything. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight,
sit them down. I give Bella some raspberries and a water. She talks to my mom for 45 minutes about our entire family tree going back to like 1812.
Wow,
my mother is sending pictures of our Indian side of the family from the turn of the 20th century, 19th century, from 1800s to 1900s, right? Full-blooded Indians. My great
as in Native Americans,
Native indigenous people.
Indigenous people, yeah, that's what I meant.
Full-blooded indigenous people.
You didn't mean Red Dot?
No,
Indians period.
You've been listening to Girls.
Red Dot or Feather. They would have got canceled in 2020.
They would have killed him for that. Like but it was so clever at the time.
Nah, it was so clever. Yeah.
My mother starts sending these pictures from like 1917, 1910, 1897 of like on her side of the family, all indigenous people. My grandmother's grandfather was a white man from Ireland. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very dope to see. And Bella walked away from that conversation just fulfilled. It was very awesome to see that happen. You know what I mean?
Necessary.
So but shout out to her teacher, man. He's a stand-up dude. He was very honest and just sort of like, she got emotional. She was taken aback. I was like, call me next time. I'll go to Chick-fil-A and get her something, calm her down. Like, but I appreciated him being honest with me and telling me that because that's what kids of all races need to hear. You know what I mean?
I'm seeing a lot of that with white teachers that are teaching our elementary school kids. And they're all very progressive and they kind of understand the fuck shit that's been happening and kind of push towards teaching that in their classes. Right. And you know what I mean? And maybe the curriculums just need to be standardized. And maybe not even for us here in Washington, D.C., right? This might be more applicable to sort of like the suburban side of
Middle
the country.
America.
Not even Middle America, bro. Northern Virginia.
That's true.
Northern Virginia has a huge issue with their schools wanting to teach critical race theory. And that's honestly 17 miles away.
My thing is, not even. But my thing is like, I feel like it's different parts of Northern Virginia, you get different experiences. Yeah. Right? Like I feel like, what is that? Fairfax County?
Yep. Fairfax County.
It's a little racist out there.
Yeah.
Right.
But Arlington County, which is right over the bridge, you might be all right.
Alexandria, Arlington, you're good.
There's a lot more people of color there.
Yeah.
Right.
Alexandria and Arlington might be all El Salvadorian
Yeah, Central American.
But you get a lot of black. And the further you move down, further you move down 95, you get black people. You get more black people. But I feel like it's when you hit that Tyson's.
Yeah.
Remember, I said I was in Vienna last week and I could feel the racism.
Well, yeah, like Vienna and McLean. That's like,
I'm saying all that
in Vienna, McLean. That's
all that.
Can't get no whiter.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So shout out to just critical race theory in general and people who are willing to.
Shout out to our teachers who are allies, man. You know, regardless of race, even if they're white.
Yeah, if you're teaching the truth.
Yeah.
Shout out to yeah, man. Just shout out. Episode 149. What's a podcast? We're here. I have to scroll through so many screenshots in our group chat to look at these topics. You know what I mean? Anybody see Cam on the Funk Flex freestyle?
Yo, why does Cam look like Floyd Mayweather since he got his teeth done?
He got his teeth done.
I was like, is this Floyd Mayweather got bars?
Why does everybody want to get their teeth done? All rappers kind of go in that direction.
I mean, who doesn't want like nice, white, bright teeth?
I mean,
Cameron had them.
Do you think they had like fucked up teeth?
Before?
I think somebody probably
Santana teeth, but he had fucked up teeth.
Santana bandana.
I think the only person I've seen this go really wrong for is Santana because his voice doesn't even sound the same.
But Cam's voice don't sound the same either. But I think
but there's people that voices change as they age, and then there's Santana who's now got a lisp. He talks like
I think he's got to learn how to use. I think he got to learn how to have him in there.
It sounds like he had a stroke. Like,
it's like when people in high school used to get their retainers, and they got to learn how to.
Or if they got fronts, like remember when you had a lot of saliva in your mouth, you always had to talk like this. You know what I'm saying? You had a.
Those are middle of the mall fronts.
Yeah. So I mean, it's. I don't understand what happened, what went wrong with him, but he ended up becoming addicted to painkillers. Off of that surgery as well, too.
Joel Santana?
Yeah.
I mean, his mouth was fucked up, so you know he was on the pain pills.
Which is what led to him going through the airport with a gun because he didn't even realize that he had it on him. And he ended up going to jail. I'm telling you.
They said I saw the interview. He said he had a gun on him and was at a video shoot and bought like a Supreme duffel bag from somebody who was like a stylist. And put his gun in the bag, threw it in the trunk of his car, and didn't know it was in there. And then packed all his clothes on top of it.
He came out, and this whole story was he was so. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop. His wife even said it that he was so fucked up on drugs.
Telling your probation officer and the judge that you were so high on drugs you didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. So I mean, he had a drug problem because of that, which led to him getting killed on Versus when they talked about.
You haven't seen Cameron's Funk Flex?
I did.
He got
bodied it.
He got bars.
He bodied it. That's old Cam Rhymes over there. Jerome, what did you think?
I thought it was incredible. I just thought I think that Cam is gearing up for a new turn in his career.
Oh, he definitely is.
Like, so, you know, he was on Brandy's show for a minute there, and they said he did really well. Yeah. So I think somebody was like, you know, let's clean up some of your aesthetics, starting with your teeth.
Yeah, rebrand them.
Right, and that way we can get you into sort of, you know, the Hollywood scene a bit more.
Okay.
That's why I think he did it. I don't think Cam just woke up and wanted to.
I think everybody's doing it. Like Gucci did it.
DJ Khaled got it. DJ Khaled's teeth look terrible.
But I'm just saying, I think for Cam specifically though, because he did so well in that acting space, I think that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Khaled, I hate DJ Khaled, so I don't really.
Khaled got his teeth bleach white. Yeah, they look terrible.
It's terrible. In other Washington D.C. area news, yesterday Broccoli City Fest was announced.
Oh yeah, they got a nice lineup, huh?
And the lineup is solid. Of course, there's always nobody's always happy. There's always miscommunication. There's always some sort of
What's the lineup?
Well, the lineup is whatever. Let's get to what the people want to talk about. Wale was not happy with his name and his presence at the lineup, and he basically retweeted the photo and was like, "I'm pulling out of this show.
My name's not high enough on the flyer."
Is that what he was said? No.
What he said was, "I'm pulling out of the show." He didn't say my name's not high enough flyer. He just said, "I'm pulling out." I
didn't even know he said he pulled out in this show. What I saw on Instagram was, "I'm not a part of this. I'm not in this show."
No, he said, "I'm pulling out of this show."
Wow.
So then
Okay.
that was all he said. He basically went on to defend himself because people felt like he was pulling out because he wasn't headlining and because his name wasn't big enough. That's what a lot of people were accusing his reasoning of being. He's
Okay.
like, yo, I didn't say anything. He's like, all I'm saying is I'm pulling out the show. That's
Yeah.
all he said as of yesterday. He defended himself. So
Okay.
as of about an hour ago, he basically says, since BC Fest started, I've never been asked to perform. I actually asked her one time, but it didn't happen. The game is a game. I didn't trip. When I was in Nigeria in December, somebody in booking agreed to something I did not agree to. Failure in communication. Cool. I have no issue with BC or anybody. Some folks jumped the gun and agreed for me. I'm not interested in throwing anybody under the bus. This happens all the time in this business. Everybody that knows
Yeah.
that I perform on that joint at 5 a.m. if that's what's in the contract.
Yeah. So the business, nothing had gotten agreed to, or somebody agreed from his side
who
that was
wasn't
not
supposed to,
authorized to do so.
Yeah, so basically he did a great job of just clearing up
like smoothing it out.
Yeah.
of his, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, one thing the motherfucker can do, man, he knows how to communicate.
So
He's
the
good
lineup
at talking.
The lineup's not that crazy for me. I'm good on the concert.
Who's the headliner? If it
21
wasn't- if it's not
Savage.
Wale.
It's 21 Savage, Ari Lennox, and somebody else.
Little Dirk.
Little
right.
Dirk. Now listen,
Those are big names.
20,
I
20,
mean, I'm good
20
on those.
but 21 is consistent. Ari Lennox is from the area. She's from DC area, and she has the #1 song in the country right now.
Does she really?
Yeah, a song called Pressure, #1 song in the country.
Ari Lennox, come on the show.
And we
Episode
honestly,
150, Ari
Rudy could
Lennox.
definitely
And
set that
Ari
up.
Lennox is going to be here for our live.
no, she'd be on Twitter. We could definitely get #1 song. And then Lil Durk has been the most consistent rapper of the past 12 months.
Okay.
So it's not unfair to see why they are. And Broccoli City is 2 days this year. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. So it's not unfair to say why those people are headlining on the day. Now,
No,
with,
for sure.
with Wale, if his reasoning is honest as he proclaims it to be, I'm not mad at him.
Nah, I'm not either.
I'm not mad at Wale. Like he
But
defended
you
himself.
can definitely come out and sort all your shit out before the flyer hits, though. You definitely know you
That
were
just means-
performing there.
I mean, listen, sometimes promoters, and I'm not saying these guys are guilty of that, but sometimes they throw
reach.
names on there to
Yeah.
create a buzz. The
They
better,
reach.
the bigger the names are, the better it is. Maybe people have not signed on yet, but if you need to get that flyer out there, you're like, I'm just going to put this on there. I'll deal with the backlash.
Yeah, somebody
If
from
you
the
look
camp
at
said
it,
be good.
If you think about it, this is the only flyer that's being circulated through the internets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
the correction with his name off, which he came out and said immediately after that flyer came out, right? But he said that so a correction wasn't made. It's not like they took it out and then recirculated a flyer.
Yeah, they haven't posted a new one, corrected
No.
flyer.
And shout out to Broccoli City. Yo, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, Rome. That's the kids from and Pizza too, right?
Yeah, they had
That's
the broccoli pizza, whatever.
Yo,
it's
that's
called.
my
And
man right there. What's my
Marco
guy's name?
D Perk.
Yeah,
they got a whole
D.
squad.
Is
Yeah.
that Am
Yeah.
Pizza?
Yeah,
They did a bar with Am Pizza right
Yep.
there on 7th Street.
on 7th Street, right by Howard.
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
Right by where
Yeah.
the
by the Metro. Right by the Metro.
the chicken
Yeah.
biscuit place was.
Shout out to D Perk, man. I'm not saying these guys are guilty, and I'm not saying any of that. I mean, I'm excited. I'm gonna go to the show. We're going this year. We might have a Whats'a podcast set up over there. I'm gonna talk to D Perk about that.
So basically, this is the last two things before we move on. They responded and were listening like, "Hey, they responded yesterday and we're like, hey,
Broccoli City did.
yeah, from their
Okay.
official Twitter,
Okay.
basically like, hey, we are more than excited to work something out with Wale. Basically, is
Okay.
what they said. We would love to have him perform, et cetera, et cetera. So everybody felt the sting of his comment, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
And in the same respect, they already sold out of all their pre-sale tickets. So his attention actually, it might have helped, right? Like
For
if
sure.
the bottom line is selling tickets, they
Yeah.
sold through all their pre-sale tickets.
Yeah.
I think if you can get us the official podcast
Yeah.
setup over there, I think
Yeah.
because I saw them mention everything but that. So if we can do podcasts with artists behind
that would be fire.
backstage.
Yeah.
So this
we
year
have a little setup. Everybody comes through, comes chop it up with us for 15 minutes.
so this year it's at
RFK, right?
RFK, yeah. Before it used to be at FedEx. Now it's at RFK.
I like that so much better.
So all we need is
Close
a
to the
cool
home.
Listen, talk to him, Abdul, because they already announced the VIP Rose Bar, announced the VIP club package. If you want to go, there's no reason why we can't have the podcast set up.
We need to do that.
So I'm the next time you see D Park, talk to him.
Nah, let's do it. Yo, we need to just go over there. We'll have that conversation with him together.
Yeah, are they still over in Southwest?
I don't know. I mean, D Perk like email away or
nah, like we could pull up. Well, you got to pull up on niggas nowadays. You know what I mean?
I'm saying it's not hard to reach them.
Put the pressure.
No, they had an office in Southwest. Though, is what I'm saying.
Oh, let's go there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Go knock on the door. Yo, we here. But speaking of Wale, he has a show coming up. He's on tour right now, and he has a show coming up here at the Fillmore in March 11th. I want to say, I'm going to that show. I already bought my ticket.
I'll be there too.
Let's go.
All right, we're
Let's
going.
do it. We're gonna go.
So obviously, in just episode 149, I know we kind of did Donkey of the Day last episode, and I believe I forget, man, but we got to run it back. Probably Clarence Thomas or somebody. I don't know.
Fuck Clarence Thomas.
Yeah, true. Now we got to run it back, man. My man played himself. He's a classic rapper. He's been around for 30 plus years. But Fat Joe in those Kanye boots.
Well, hold on. Anybody in those Kanye boots.
Correct.
Fat Joe specifically.
But did you see what the internet did to Fat Joe in those Kanye boots?
They bodied him, yeah.
He had to play along with it. He had to.
How could you not?
You had to.
You have to.
Yo, so
he was tripping.
If you haven't seen it, the original picture is Fat Joe in a tan jacket, pink Celine hoodie. The jeans look kind of whatever, and then he's got these Kanye boots on, and it's just 125,000 likes, 10,000 comments.
He got the Napoleon Dynamite joints on.
Yeah. So if you go up a couple more posts, is when the internet got to Joe, and they put a lightsaber in one hand. They put Affion Crockett, I guess, did a spoof of it.
2 Ralph bags.
Yeah, 2 Ralph's groceries bags.
That was my favorite one.
They had him standing next to a Jabberwocky or whatever that is. Had him on the moon. They had him in the desert. Then they
yesterday's boot is not.
Yesterday's boot is not today's boot. They had him with ET on the moon. They had him all. It was just.
He kept reposting them all though.
I mean,
at this point, you got to commit. You got to commit to the joke. Like you know what I'm saying. When the joke is on you, at this point, when you're 50 plus, you just got to go with it.
Now, instead of Fat Joe just taking the week off, the rest of the week off from Instagram, he doubles down. And he's in a blue Montclair jacket with a yellow patch
logo
and some Jordan and some blue Jordan 5s,
Lady 5s, I think some shit.
And he says, "Stay in your laney." Corniest caption ever, bro.
Oh my god! That.
You didn't
Stay
see the caption?
In your lady. Oh my god! But you know what? To his credit, this is a little bit more of an old school look right here.
That fits.
You know what I'm saying? He got the black beanie on. This looks like it could go the ski mask way or some shit. I mean the Kanye boot picture, man. It's just
horrible.
I mean, at his age, respectfully, I love Fat Joe, one of my favorite rappers.
Same.
There's just some things fashion wise you gotta just realize that it's not for you.
Yeah, you age out of it.
I've known that about myself since I hit like 35. Right? Yeah. Like you just gotta know what works for you, and you can't be doing everything the young kids are doing. You brought up that boot being terrible all around, Jerome. You're right. Yeah. It looks crazy,
horrible.
But I have seen some young kids or some girls wearing it, and
girls, whatever. Girls can wear whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it just doesn't have to be for you.
I don't think no man should be tucking his jeans into his boots.
Bro, that shit looks crazy.
I'm just saying,
I just think the overall
your jeans all the way into your boots, I'm good, dog.
I just think the overall look, he was doing too much, right? The jeans, the boots match the jacket, the Celine. You guys see the Celine on the hoodie?
I mean, I'm not mad at matching. I'm just saying
everything about that was just gross.
Fit would have been fire without those boots.
Everything was gross.
Hating on him.
What's the podcast? Episode 149. more scrolling up through these screenshots. So there are always people in the entertainment sort of hip hop culture who take social media, run with it, and gain a huge following. Whether it makes sense or not, this happens consistently. One of the people who does this the most, and I think he has a pure heart, but he's kind of too old to be doing this every day, is Biggs from Rockefeller.
Biggs Burke.
Biggs Burke from Rockefeller posts these, I don't even know what he's
motivational quotes.
Inspirational, motivational quotes on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then they're just reposted into your timeline all day long.
Yeah. You know
what made Biggs the person who you believe any of it? Was it the years long drug sentence? Is it the affiliation with Jay-Z? Why do people feel like what Biggs Burke says holds so much weight?
Because he's rich.
Yeah, that might be rich.
He's rich, and they want to be rich like him. So they believe what people say.
Well, you know what? My issue is not even really with Biggs posting these quotes, because maybe he does. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that, maybe he is like, these are some of my values and my principles that have helped me throughout life. My issue is with the motherfuckers that repost it. Dog, I know you're a scumbag. I know you don't live this life.
Right, we know each other.
I know you're a piece of shit. Like, why are you reposting this as well as you don't believe any of it?
Yeah.
Those are the folks that I'm like, those are the fucking people you got to watch out for, man, because they have, they're living two lives, man, living two fucking lives. And those are the shit I don't like, man. I don't like that shit. I don't understand how people believe them. I hope nobody's falling for that shit. But I see it all the time, man. It's the nastiest motherfuckers reposting Biggs's quotes about living a principled life and shit like that. I don't even know. I don't follow Biggs, but I see every one of his quotes throughout my timeline, and I feel like some of these people shouldn't be reposting that shit. You know what I mean?
For sure.
People that know you know what you're about, dog. Like,
somebody's falling for it, though. Believe that.
Yeah. Who are they reposting these for? You think they repost it for women? Like, are women believing this shit?
It depends on who's reposting it. But
you're saying are dudes reposting it for women?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. They want to make it.
Why do most of those dudes post anything?
They want to make it seem like they drink water and do yoga and just have this principled life and make their bed every morning. It's like, you niggas lying. Like, ain't shit. Like, y'all can barely get in the club.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, it would be like, Russell Simmons is it's Black History Month. We're not going to talk about yoga and water and then also potentially
I wasn't
allegedly
even
raping women. Like,
I wasn't even equating it to Russell Simmons. Like,
I know,
yeah,
no. That's a conversation we need to have one day.
We'll have that next month.
We'll have that next month, starting March 1st.
Oh my God.
Yeah, March 1st. We're gonna.
I don't know. Abdul might have fell back. He might have lost Black History Month points for that one. That's
maybe,
tough, bro.
Perhaps.
Damn,
I'll take it.
Not Russell.
Yeah, you notice Bill Cosby's rape documentaries coming out on Showtime? Like, it's out like this month.
Terrible. Terrible.
Abdul's binge watching it.
I haven't watched it yet, but I keep on seeing commercials for it, and
I keep seeing commercials for it too.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I've already.
You'll watch it. Sooner or later, you get around to it.
There's just so many.
You might not talk about it. You might not talk about it, but you'll watch it.
I mean, I'm kind of over Bill Cosby, honestly. Like,
yeah, I mean,
just like I'm over all the rest of the nasty people that have done nasty shit.
For sure.
If you look at the group chat, the Washington Commanders are now fed up with the jokes about their new name and have resorted to using a picture of. You guys know where that photo is from?
No, who is this?
So that's a dude by the name of Big Fendi. He's Fabulous, his best friend, his right hand man.
Yes.
So
that his enemy's funeral.
He's like, I went to one of my biggest haters' funerals today, not to wish him well, but just to make sure that nigga was dead. Fuck him, yada yada yada. The crazy part, another football team just used it like yesterday. You know what I mean? So that Big Fendi picture is flying around. I'm like, y'all don't know the context.
No, I don't think they even understand.
They don't at all.
You know what? This is appropriation right here. This is a white guy behind that fucking Twitter account, thinking he's being funny, but doesn't even understand where this picture stems from.
Somebody else said y'all went from the Redskins to the people who killed them. Oh my god!
Damn.
Whoa!
Damn.
I just saw that.
There's a
that's-
couple tweets that say that too.
This is yeah.
Damn.
This is getting out of hand. You see. The new
I don't
one,
even know what to say to that.
the Washington commies.
I
as
see
the
that
communists.
too. Yeah, for sure. It's
Fuck,
gonna be
man.
ugly.
Nah, this is going bad.
That's horrible.
I mean, listen, they should have consulted with What's a Podcast, man. We would have come up with such a nice name for y'all.
100%.
But instead, you decided to just do this on your own, and look where you are now. This is what you get.
Mm.
Damn. Oh my god, that is
Yo.
cold-blooded. Episode 149. We gotta just keep it moving. G, we took the airs out the room. Yo, so we're in DC. We consistently want to shout out people who inspire us and former guests of the podcast. We just talked to Scooty a second ago. But the museum is just a world-renowned, incredibly dope movement. Not even a clothing store. They're a movement.
That's a movement in the city for sure.
And outside in the area. I like to say in the area, right?
For sure.
I seen cats wear it in Baltimore. I seen cats wear it in everywhere.
Now that they're in Foot Locker, coming to a Foot Locker near you.
So they have a shoe dropping with Steph Curry. It's the museum times the Curry one.
Yeah,
That's an Under Armour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, you know what? Curry has his own kind of he has his own Jordan brand thing.
Sure.
So it's not
He
so
has
much
his own
direct
line Under Armour.
right? But it's kind of like they don't want to even affiliate Under Armour. They just want to go straight.
It has the Under Armour logo
The
on
shoe
it.
has
Yeah.
a huge Under Armour
Yeah,
logo.
for sure. It's a Curry one, which at the time people hated that shoe when it came out because I think they were a little underwhelmed. But the design of it from a museum perspective is stellar. The sole looks amazing. It shouts out, I believe, various neighborhoods.
I think Mo and Greg's neighborhood.
Yeah,
because Mo is from Northwest. Yeah.
And Greg is from Southeast. I actually hopped on their live, man. They had a live couple of nights ago, and where they were previewing the shoe, and so it drops this Saturday.
Abdul already got a pair.
No, not yet.
Reserved.
I gotta make the call because I'm taking my kids skiing on Saturday. If not, I'll be honest, I would have been out there to line up.
So you sliding through Friday night to get the little.
Exactly. I might just have to slide through even after hours. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo,
they do that there.
I'm gonna come by the crib and grab my 9.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So I mean, listen, all 4 of us, including Silent Tom, are extremely proud of these guys.
Absolutely.
We're super proud of the museum and what they've done. That it just goes to show you believing in yourself and continuing to push what you believe is right and not going against the grain, so to speak, right? Because they decided not to follow the formula of what fashion dictates.
They create their own lane.
Created their own fucking lane, man. Yeah. And that's so inspirational. Black owned business completely, and what they're doing is just incredible. They have demanded respect and notice from the brands. They never reached out and tried to.
They earned it.
Into what brands want them to be. They just can't. You know what I would love to see if New Balance reaches out and wants to do a shoe based on this area and what DMV and DC has done for that company, for New Balance, starting from the 80s. We put them on the map. The right representatives needs to be the museum.
Yeah, I mean.
And I would love if it was a 1300, only because that's my favorite silhouette. Or 1500.
Or 996.
Or 996. It's got to be one of those.
Classic.
I don't need it to be a 990. You know what I mean? A lot of people say the 990 is the DMV shoe. I'll be honest. I saw way more 574s, 996s, 1300s, and 1500s than I did 990s.
They should do a 1600
or a 1600.
Those were fire.
The 1600 was the epitome of being rich. You know what I mean?
220 in the 90s.
Yo, the 1600
Yeah.
and forget the 1700. We're not fucking with that.
Yeah, no, we're not fucking
Nobody
with
fuck with the 1700 out here. But the 1600 and the 1500, man. And if I was them, I would just fucking go with the OG colorway, put a museum tag on it.
that. Keep it moving.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That 1500 classic gray colorway.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite New Balance ever.
That and the original 1300. It's kind of hard to top that, man.
Yeah.
Those are
And two completely different shoes.
Two completely different shoes, man.
Like-
that steel gray on that 1300. Sheesh.
Even the silhouette, like 13's a little bit wider, a little bit lower,
a little
profile.
bit wider. The end is a little
15's
bit bigger.
more narrow, higher. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, but that 1500, it sits like a racing car, like it's ready to go.
Yeah, beautiful.
But they would be are the folks that are truly deserving of doing a New Balance from this area. They're in here. They do so much for the community. They're constantly putting out new shit, and nowhere else do I see a whole family from Southeast walking to the park, and everybody got on museum.
Hold on, the whole family reunion. They do like
the
family
whole
reunion.
family reunion got on varsity jackets, museum jackets.
Yeah, head to toe.
Unbelievable.
Down
Are
to
you
the
fucking
socks.
kidding me?
Down to the socks.
Museumed out, baby.
From newborns to grandparents.
I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Man, Mo, Greg, we're proud of y'all, man. And you know what they said on the live was there's two more coming.
Two more museums coming.
Yeah, two more. Steph Curry. I don't know
two
if
more
it's the one.
shoes.
Yeah, two more shoes coming. And
Different silhouettes or same silhouette?
I don't know. They didn't go into specifics. But listen, we need to. They need to come back on the show. We need to talk to y'all a little bit more about this and kind of pick up where they left off from the last time they were on here.
For sure.
Yeah. So
all right, so we'll do that, guys, man. Shout out to the museum.
Yeah.
I did not see these DSM Nike dunks.
You haven't seen those? The Dover Street.
They
white,
look like the Clark Kent Air Force Ones. Got that white and
pony hair.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost
all
a
white
bite.
pony
Almost
hair.
a bite.
Oh, the velvet ones.
It's pony hair.
Nah, it's kind of like pony hair or something like that.
I don't know.
And they have all white and all black.
I feel like that's a Clark Air Force One bite.
High B says velvet. So
maybe it is velvet.
I mean, they look cool. They solid.
Listen, one thing about velvet, it provides a level of comfort on a shoe that you don't get from any other kind of material,
like a slipper.
Yeah, man. But it's kind of also reminiscent of Undefeated. Just had a dunk that came out, of all black dunk.
Yep.
And it's kind of like that, man. I'll be honest. This looks very, very familiar. The black pair, at least. I like it though. I'm gonna try to grab these.
Oh, I'm so pissed off now. Fuck.
Why? Tell me.
Air it out, bro.
Nah, it's just this Babe hoodie that I wanted sold out. Fuck. All right, my bad.
What was it? The Jound? No.
Nah, the Jound comes out today, I think though. But nah, Pharrell had that like red camo one in the Let's Get Blown video, and they have it up on the site, but it's sold out on my size. Damn it. All right. Anyway.
Yo, you know what you should hit is maybe a Monier site or a Concepts. They might have also gotten it.
Yeah,
they also carry Bape.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
Undefeated.
Shout out to Undefeated. I just saw. I thought it was the Undefeated collab, but I was wrong in giving them too much credit. But they just dropped the new era HBCU collection.
That's
I need to buy it. So basically, I think it's maybe 6 or 8 HBCUs, including Hampton. Hampton, of course. Like, come on now. Hampton, Howard. They did the CAU, which is the Clark Atlanta University. I think they did a couple more, fam. And it's just dope to see like those hats in circulation, like getting official new eras.
Are you copying a Hampton hat?
I'm copying. Of course, yeah. I'm a cop
today.
When's
the last time you bought a fitted?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, Jerome about to have the fitted out on a date with a white joint,
flat brim.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa!
On Black History Month, you taking Becky out with the Hampton hat on?
I'm equal opportunity, bro. I don't care.
Even during Black History Month?
What you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, some photos surfaced this week, I mean, we just aired my business out of being out there without a mask.
Let's talk about it.
I think we should just. It's only fair to say.
Let's talk
shout
about
out
it.
to the young lady. It's Roxita. What was her name? Rocksteady.
I mean,
look, my
yes,
man's
right.
putting names out there.
Yeah, he put names out there. He really.
We got to edit this. We got to edit.
Yeah, he really in his feelings now.
Listen,
like I'm
Jerome
saying,
was outside. You know, he would look like he was
Absolutely.
out on a little date.
Not even.
situation.
I can give you a rundown for the whole evening if you like it.
I mean,
I think Abdul. Like
I think I saw what I saw. I don't need a rundown. I knew. What
I'm
was
just saying,
going on.
if you-
I've been
I-
in that situation before.
I can give you a full rundown of the evening. I can give you the co-conspirators if you want to call them, if you want to
Should we
FaceTime them.
call
like,
them on the air? And see?
we can do. I'm definitely not calling anybody on the air, but I'm just saying, like, if you want the full.
Listen, next week on the 150th episode during our live show, we're gonna have these ladies on the stage with us.
God damn.
And we're gonna have a conversation about their relationships with Jerome. Jerome has always kind of put on an air about him that, you know, he's already very business, like, yo, I go in, I do the job. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna see me in the streets unless I'm working.
Nah, unless I'm getting the bag, which is
First of all, y'all's assumptions are completely wrong. If you
what? This is what you say.
We can rewind back to episode
Yeah, but
136.
how do you? But where did I?
133, 132, and 131.
People, Sunday night, I'm out. Right, me, Mitch, the homegirl, and Matthias. We go to Barcelona. Then we go to Solly's. Mitch leaves. Then we go to Public Bar. I'm like, all right, cool.
Mitch.
Right, Public Bar. Then we go to Decades.
Oh damn!
After Decades,
you were outside.
After Decades, where do we end up? Where do I DJ on Sunday nights? Abigail.
Society. Oh, Abigail.
Abigail. If you look at my story, I was at Abigail on Sunday.
You had your arm around Shorty, like, you know, she was pressed up against your chest.
That's absolutely not true. Nevertheless,
a little bit true. In my story, it is.
I ended up at Abigail for work. So if I hit 4 places and then go to work, I'm still right.
Okay,
I'm not wrong. You know,
no, you're right. You're right. You're
listen,
right. You're just,
I mean, I think your name is getting out there. The podcast is blowing up. I mean, you're becoming a celebrity of sorts, and I respect it.
I mean, you're an influencer. You know what I'm saying? Manifest don't rock with me. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Manifest does not rock with you.
Manifest does not rock with me at all.
You're gonna manifest.
You even had him on your story with the same bird a few weeks ago.
Listen, he was out there.
Nah, I was in there.
Put him on there.
I've been in there multiple
on the story.
I've been in there multiple times, and yet I still Manifest don't rock with me. So
nah, they rock with you.
Do they have DJs up there?
They've had. So, I've been twice. I've been twice when they did have DJs, and I didn't DJ their parties. So.
We're gonna make that happen.
Maybe they want to have the spot where DJs can come listen to music and not have to play.
I'm cool personally. I just, you know, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm not tripping. Like, shout out to Manifest. I want them to do well.
Yeah, now they're gonna.
In Washington D.C. and beyond, and they got a crazy sale right now too. I was thinking about copping some gear, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I was thinking about grabbing some engineered garments pants.
Yeah, they had. I don't know if the sale's still going on, but at one point they were having a sale.
They didn't have my size in these like fucking $400 pants. They were now down to like really, really cheap, like in the hundreds. And I was like, oh man, I hit my man Brian. I was like, yo, what size do you think I should get? I just thought it's some Japanese shit and maybe I need to size up. And he's like, yo, the way these kind of fit, you might even need to size down. And my size just wasn't available. Somebody beat me to it.
I mean, they got official gear. They got some of the brands. I mean,
yo, the brands in there are crazy.
I'm just trying to figure out how they just opened up and they already having a sale though.
Oh,
I mean,
it was just for the holidays.
End of season.
Yeah.
End of season. Yeah, end of season.
I mean, you got to hit these for the holidays and things like that. You gotta monopolize on that. Everybody else can be having a sale and you're sitting still.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know, you got to make room for the new shit coming in too. So,
but shout out to them, man. Shout out to like me.
The coffee from there is amazing, by the way. Yeah, and you in the streets, of course. Shout out to our guy Young Mitch, man. Color University Varsity looks crazy, by the way. That shit looks fire.
Union Dunks are dropping. It says, I believe it's stated that the Union Dunks are supposed to be like influenced or a reflection of. So the Union Dunks that are dropping,
okay,
are supposed to be influenced by dunks that dropped like 20 years ago. That's what they said.
Right. I
You
think
see what
I
I'm
did
saying?
read that somewhere.
So
yeah.
I'm not sure about which specific dunks they are referring to.
I don't, but I do remember
Abdul's like,
Union.
this one?
Union in the beginning was like a consignment, not a consignment, but like a resale shop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody kind of had their hands in being a reseller in the beginning before accounts were really a thing, and they were giving them out. But I do remember that motherfucker. Somebody from there used to go to Japan and cop a whole bunch of shit and bring it back, and you know you would see them on the shelves, and you know it wasn't retail. It was. And they weren't hitting you in the head, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know which dunks they are. These are kind of. I thought it was based on cities. I read something about New York, LA, something like that.
The retailer confirms that its newest travel-inspired dunk low project with Nike is a love letter to New York City, Los Angeles, and Tokyo, where they have 3 flagship stores.
Okay.
But I also read that there was something about it's like the design. There's supposed to be dunks that came out like 20 years ago or something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with it. I love all 3 of them. I'm gonna go for those. Yeah, man. The purplish bluish kind of color is my favorite one.
The Lakers friendly ones.
Is
the
that
LA, the LA store?
Okay. Wait, so it's dropping only at these stores, each colorway?
One of them is a Union exclusive.
That's probably it.
The Union exclusive is the pistachio colorway.
Nah, the pistachio color is like the greenish one.
Yeah, but I didn't say, bro. I'm just telling you it's a Union exclusive though.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying Eddie just told me it was the Lakers one.
The pistachio.
That's my LA one. You said they're making one after each store, right?
After each, yeah.
Right. So the LA Lakers one probably be the Los Angeles.
He said it's the pistachio one.
Right. Well, what I'm reading now is that the pistachio colorway will be the first of the trio to hit the shelves. It will be dropping as a Union exclusive on February 11th. Because it's a Union exclusive doesn't mean it has to drop in LA. That means it could drop online in Tokyo or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I mean, listen, man. If you have a chance to get them, do that. Get some money. You know, what
size 9 me, please.
If you feel so inclined to break out an 8.5 and 11, do that as well. You know, Eddie, you're 8.5, right?
8.5, yeah.
8.5, 9.
Solid tops of 9 too.
So you know what I'm saying. Where else are we at with? There's a new Diet Starts Monday collab. I didn't even know. Okay.
I didn't know that brand was still around.
Oh no, they're around. They're doing actually really well.
I'm just saying I didn't know it was still around.
Yeah, shout out to Davin, who's the leader of that brand. Yeah, they got I think it's a running shoe actually. He's been kind of teasing it on his Instagram.
Who's the collab with?
Saucony.
Okay.
I'm never gonna say Saucony. Fuck that. It's Saucony.
Yeah, Saucony's.
Yeah, but it looks like it's a running shoe of sorts. And listen, you know, I'm all about the running shit these days, man. You know,
yeah, you definitely getting a pair.
I might have to grab a pair of those and test them out. People have been saying the Saucony running shoe is the way to go, though. You know, like it's like those type of brands that we don't think about, like the Brooks and fucking Sauconys and
Mizuno.
Asics. What was the other one?
Mizuno
got running shoe. Yeah, you're right. Yep, they're known as a running brand.
I thought Mizuno was a baseball brand. That's what I know Mizuno as.
Yeah, you're right. It's an athletic brand.
Yeah,
but you're right. I do remember like baseball gloves and bats and Mizuno as well. But they do have a running component to it as well, though.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where I need to kind of delve into, man. Like the Hoka owners and shit like that. Like brands I've never really tried out for running. I need to explore those a little bit more.
But Hokas are way official. Like the Hokas are it. Like I'm surprised you have. I mean, no disrespect to Nike, but you know there's a Pacers right next to us, and I see people all the time, with Hokas, like because they let you try stuff on in there. Yeah. Same way with
they let you like take it for a quick run if you want to.
like the spot up in Adams Morgan too. I think the
Fleet Feet
is the same thing. Yeah. Like they just, you know, I'd be like, yo, don't even try the shoes on. Either one of them or you don't. But like these people got to run, and so
they like, take it for a lap around the block.
They'd be like, yo, they really be like, yo, go walk, run to the light and back. They really be on that.
You can bring them back too if they don't feel good.
Right.
On
So that's what I'm saying. But Hokas are way official. Like you gotta do that, bro.
Yeah, Hoka just sounds racist to me. No,
it's Japanese.
Am I bugging?
No, it's Japanese.
Isn't it like German or some shit?
Isn't it Hoka One One? That's how you pronounce it.
I don't know.
The One One does sound Japanese, but Hoka on its own sounds like it might be racist.
I mean, Hoka. Okay, it's actually French.
Oh, see, there you go.
The brand first came
Pilgrimization.
I mean, listen, you just have to look at it as you're running the colonizers into the ground. As
they're like, we actually pronounce it Hoka 1-1.
Yeah.
I don't know where this One came from.
I believe that's how that's how you say one in American in French American.
You're saying this wrong. It's actually one.
They're like, I don't know where this One came from.
You got to tell them you spent some time in Hawaii or something. You know what I mean? You got to make it seem like you're well traveled.
You're like, nah, it's Japanese. I swear, One.
Yeah. You got the only jollof rice restaurant in Honolulu. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Do it right.
Oh man, damn,
that's hilarious,
man. Listen, my Sierra Leonean team is out of the African Cup of Nations. We got eliminated about a week and a half ago. Very, very sad day. We did pretty good though, for all things considered. Our first entrance back into that tournament. So I think we're just gonna have to come back stronger next time around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I kept on dreaming that Sierra Leone was gonna qualify for the World Cup, and I was gonna be in Qatar for it. Listen, that being said, I'm still trying to go to Qatar though. But you know, it's a little bit different momentum this time.
It's all good. Next time. What's the podcast? Episode 149. Now we're gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
Hold on. Man. Did you catch back up on Ozark?
Yo, I did. I started the first episode of that new season, and I realized there's a lot of shit and characters I had forgotten all about. Like, if you remember the first episode, they go to the like, I guess he must be one of the cartel dudes' house for a birthday party or something like that.
Yep. And
I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Where did he even come from? I'd completely forgotten what his role was in the previous season.
Who, the cartel guy?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Is it?
You've been watching too many shows though. That's why I
got lost in the mix.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start at season 1, episode 1, and start all over again. And honestly, it's like watching it for the first time.
It's a great show.
You know, my memory's kind of shot, and I watched that about.
That show also came out like, you know, in the thick of it.
Yeah. So no, I've started season 1, episode 1. I'm like 6 episodes in. I'm just gonna do the whole timeline, man. Season 1, season 2, season 3, and then end it off with this last season. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I am watching that Ozark. This Is Us, of course, on NBC. And I actually started this other show as well on Apple Plus called The After Party. I don't know if y'all have seen it yet, but
sounds lit.
It's pretty funny. It's a comedic show about a high school reunion, and one of the kids from that class in the high school ends up becoming like a really famous singer or some shit. And it's played by damn, what's my man's name? I should look it up. It doesn't matter, but it's a cast of all people you know, man. So it's hilarious. One person dies. I'm not gonna give too much away of it. One person dies at the after party, and somebody who's attending that after party is responsible for that death. So the show is about the investigation, and what's Shorty's name, man? She's also in it. Fuck, I don't remember. I have a bad memory. Anyway, check that out. I'm like episode 3 into that show, so I'll talk more about it next week. That's it. That's all I got.
I just put in the group chat. I don't know if you guys. Well, I know you guys are familiar with Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I just saw that.
And just sort of his racist rhetoric that he spits out consistently on Fox News. He actually has the most popular show on TV. But
which that's crazy.
He went crazy at Baltimore. He called it one of the worst places in the Western Hemisphere. It's a little bit of Haiti in the Mid-Atlantic. Now, obviously, he's making light of the fact that there's a significant black population in both places. Haiti being a country that has been, heavily destabilized. Just had the coup happen recently, and therefore he's calling Baltimore something similar. And so, it's something that I think everybody should watch, just to be up on it. I mean, if you're not already aware of Tucker Carlson, he's a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit.
The funniest part is somebody retweeted this and said they're gonna make it the intro to a classic Baltimore rap song.
I love it. Let's go. Soda, let's go. Merino Infantry, let's go. Let's go.
I'm like, niggas will take the worst and make it the best, man. You gotta.
Yeah, fuck Tucker Carlson, man. And mind you, half of Baltimore is owned by Jared Kushner and his family.
It is. It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a lie. They've had numerous violations for violating their tenants, having rat infested places, and all kinds of things that are not up to code for years. This has been happening. So, fuck Republicans, fuck Jared Kushner, fuck Trump, fuck Tucker Carlson, and your mother. Fuck Tucker Carlson's mother.
Yes.
Shout out to Baltimore. I just bought a place there.
Shout out to Baltimore. There was actually a video of a guy who pressed out Tucker Carlson in like a store.
I saw that. He was like, I'm with my kids. Fuck
yeah, with my kids. Yeah, I was like, I wish you would have punched him in the face, bro.
Yeah.
I wish you would have punched him in the face, man. That would have been incredible. You know what I mean? So, episode 149 was the podcast. We have the photo for this episode.
Oh,
and I think we should call this episode Calling Out Names, because that is what Abdul felt the need to do.
Wait, what did I do?
Called out names. You put Instagram names on, you know what I mean? You did
called out Shorty's name.
Yeah, you putting names out there, bro.
Ray out there.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
we're gonna tag. Did
I get the name right? I said he was like
we're gonna tag him in the post.
We're not gonna. Let's not do that. But let's
I'm kind of in control of posting the tags.
That's
we
right.
Put it out there.
Yeah, tag him.
We're gonna tag them.
Apparently, we are setting up fireworks for episode 150, and trust
the live show is gonna be lit.
If we gonna do it, we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. It could be our last episode. You never know. But
hey, 150 is a well-rounded number.
That's a good number to go out on.
Good number.
Listen, if we gonna air it out, let's do it. You feel me?
We're not gonna air it out.
Listen, sponsorships, man. You all need to holler at us. Seriously, the numbers are going through the roof.
We are gonna call it calling out names, though. We'll let them just think if it was them that we were calling out. We'll leave a little bit of mystery.
If we get one DM and somebody figures out who it is, it's it's gonna be fireworks next.
I mean, Abdul kind of hit the name kind of close, so I feel like they're gonna know who we're talking about.
Listen,
they
man,
might know.
We're going to It's the Real podcast. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping off nobody. We'll buy some of Abdul's hot sauce, just pour it out in the middle of the street. You know what I mean? It's nothing like
as a rebellion.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is trash. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? We just
black owned.
Do you what's the name of the hot sauce company?
Two Island Boys.
How did that little song affect y'all's business? The Island Boys.
I think it's unaffected.
You didn't do the cameo. You didn't get the Island Boys to do a little cameo and shout the hot sauce out.
I thought about doing that as a
you should totally do it.
Shit's corny. Shit's
corny.
corny.
Just send it to your partners. Just be like, we about to blow it on blast.
Yeah.
Listen, cop some Two Island Boys hot sauce, aka we don't have visas. You know what I mean? And you will be able to just enjoy in the.
We'll get some just pepper.
Visas. Yeah, there's a little dirt in there from the homeland that'll feel official. Okay, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Last but not least, shout out A$AP Rocky. He did what many people weren't able to do.
Ooh.
And he locked it in, and he did it for Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
He did it for Harlem.
You know what I mean? Like
I think Cameron had the best post, man. Did you see that? What does Cameron have? What's the pink horses? I think it's like some sort of
He's like a weed company.
No,
I don't think that's weed, man. I think it's
like it's Viagra.
It's like
okay,
Viagra.
yeah, but he also has a weed company too.
Yeah, but pink horsepower specifically is like his Viagra.
It's like his
natural Viagra.
Yeah,
and he posted a video of A$AP Rocky taking it in October of last year, and now a few months later, or maybe it was before October. I don't remember, but he was insinuating like, look at what the pink horsepower can do, man. It can get your girl pregnant. And so the next slide over was, well, the first slide was A$AP Rocky taking it. And then the next slide over was him and Rihanna with Rihanna's belly showing. It was amazing. great piece of marketing.
Pink horsepower.
Yeah, I'm watching it now. Rocky's in a full length Gucci Balenciaga
shit is ill.
Set. It is kind of ill.
Yeah.
And then he takes the pink horsepower, and then you're right. The next slide is
that on Cam's joint?
It's on Cam's. It's the second post. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
He calls out
great marketing.
He calls out Ludacris because Ludacris puts the laughing emoji in the comments. So then Cam adds him and says, "It's almost time for your re-up, bro."
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? Amber Rose, A-Track. A lot of people are. You know what I'm saying? They're. I believe Cam's doing really well with this stuff too because he's always posting about it. Like he's always posting about it. So
yeah. One thing he can do is sell something, man.
Yeah,
it was all lined up on the table, even at the Funk Flex freestyle.
Oh, was it?
I thought that was weed.
Nah, it was the.
Because I know his man. What's his name? Sugar Duggar. They got like a weed company that they.
But Sugar Duggar is his partner in
that also
in Pink Horsepower as well.
I'm not mad at him.
I mean, I think with Cam, he just said, "Yo, let's just make this work." And like, according to his Instagram, they were selling it like by the boxes. Like, "Yo, come pick up this box."
Yeah, like
instead
cases.
of buying, cases. Yeah. So instead of buying one or two, like say you're the guy in DC, you come buy these cases, whatever. And then they've been in LA for 6 months pushing it. You know what I mean? So
I love it.
Get money, bro.
That's how you got to do it.
Episode 149 was the
One
podcast.
case at a time.
Calling out names. You know what I'm saying? Next week, Jeff and whatever his name is, it's going down, bro. It's going down. Shout out to my guy, #SheWereEddie.
Peace, y'all.
Raw Dog, Don't Charge Abdul.
Shout out to Nas, man. I just got the Nas beer brick, which I'm seeing you got. Is that the size I'm gonna get, Rome? Is that a 400% right there?
I have no idea. I believe
the ones behind you.
Yeah, I think they're 400%. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, Nas, I need you to sign my beer brick. Pause
that.
That's a big
Eddie,
pause.
make sure you add It's the Real and let them know the ruckus is coming next week. All right.
Why is It's the Real catching a stray? I don't even care. Shout out to It's the Real.
I just, you know how you do. I just don't.
Okay. Shout out to their Discord. It's going crazy. I fuck with it.
Nah, don't go to their Discord.
Nah, go to the Discord.
I haven't seen them post anything about Black History Month yet. So
well, the month just started.
Okay, and we're 2 days in. Let's go. Like they're 2 days late. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, guys. Little racisto. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens.
Not at all.
We can't take Abdul's word for it though. So
take my word for it.
Take my word. I'm black. So
I'm only one of us in here that fucks with white girls. Oof.
I'm an equal opportunity player. I'm an equal opportunity. I have friends of all. I have friends of all. Ethnicities. I'm well rounded. You're going skiing this weekend? Like fuck.
I am. I'm not skiing, but my kids are taking lessons.
Yeah, so it's cool.
And the snow is white.
There you go.
But your daughters are black.
That's true.
I just
yeah.
It's not real.
We shouldn't have gone snowing in the month of February.
He's all right, but he's not real. That's what we're gonna call next week's episode. He's all right, but he's not real. Oh,
you can't go skiing during Black History Month. That's unacceptable.
Why? Black people can ski? What do you think, like,
not during Black History Month because the snow is white and it's a white sport.
You have to use your blackness to turn that powder into trash that it is. I don't know, something like that. We'll talk to It's the Real about it next week. They know.
You know what we need to do is we need to take over their sports.
It's the Real sports.
Yeah,
white sports.
Yeah,
I mean the best, but
the best at it.
No, there's the best athletes in every sport are black.
I know, but they try to keep black people out of certain sports because they price it high. It's not readily available in inner cities. Programs. So we need to change that. Tennis is one of the most expensive sports if you want to put your kid in it. Skiing, obviously, golf. We're far away from fucking snow. Ice hockey, golf, all these things are really, really expensive. If you want to enroll your kid in one of those camps, it's fucking practically unaffordable.
Well,
So,
it's always the barrier of entry, right? The hockey gear is really expensive.
Yeah.
And tennis lessons and time and things of that nature. And so I
Yeah.
get it. They don't put tennis courts in the hood, or if they do, they turn into basketball courts, right?
And now I think that's what Black future should look like. Let's take over their sports and be better at it than them.
Has the Will Smith movie about the Williams dad, did that come out?
Yeah, it came out a long time ago.
It's good, right? People like it?
I didn't even watch it yet. I should.
Did It's the Real review it with the locks? I know they have their 2 white guys and 3 black guys.
I don't know.
You know
I don't think so.
They don't care about
one.
They don't care about black people. All right, so
let's
you know
bring
what I
that
mean?
up. Let's at them.
Jeff and whatever his name is, talk about it. All right, guys. Episode 149. What's the podcast? If you listen to It's the Real, unsubscribe, and we're out. Peace.
Sign up for their Discord.
No.
Sign up for their Discord.
They're racist.